Marina, these are really very serious charges, aren't they?
They are, Mary. As you say, the 13-year-old did appear in court today, clutching a teddy bear and trembling as the judge asked her to confirm her age.
Marina, good evening. This is a shocking incident to happen. What more do we know about it?
Well, Alex, yes, there's been a large police presence here at the scene today. This incident happened just before 9 o'clock last night on West Hoe Road behind me here, between two people that police believe were known to each other.
When will the homes be built?
Well, we're already taking them back into public ownership, and so those homes now will be there for members of our military, and that's really important.
But what they are looking at is reducing overtime, agency staff and better managing sickness. This evening, one of the unions that looks after a lot of the staff here say that they are shocked by this announcement. But for Dawn French, finding out that 4 of her alpacas and 1 sheep had been shot dead, well, that was just unimaginable for her. As you say, tonight there is a bit of good news that another alpaca, Phoebe, who was shot in the face at the weekend, she's just come out of surgery and starting to make a good recovery.
Marina Jenkins has tonight's special report.
It's like a war zone here. People walking around with shanks just to feel safe. The staff are bringing the drugs in. That's who's coming into the jail.
And finally, they make the point that the vast majority of their staff are honest and hardworking. Darren has committed a crime. He's in park for a reason. Some might say, well, that's just prison life.
I totally agree. An offender is there for a reason, yes. But where does that come to an end for our son?
The Welsh Government says it's trebled funding since 2018 with an extra £13 million for youth services this year.
One of them has said, oh, just get the knife out. And I've looked back, he's got his hand in his pocket. That was life or death. So I just run.
What do you think the answer is to help other young people not go through what you went through?
I think that the youth in this country are ignored. There needs to be a lot more recognition of the struggle that kids are having.
Alcohol-free beer is the fastest growing drinks trend, and according to industry research, sales have grown by 23% this year, which is more than double since 2019. Nearly a third of pub visits are now alcohol-free, and half of the population bought a no or low alcohol drink last year. Think of this as crufts for humans. So Matt, talk me through all of these awards that we've got here.
Yeah, so we've got some awesome little ships on the plinth here. First place, this one's a frigate class, full beard, styled, under 4 inches.
3, 2, 1! It was Emily's job to give the warm Evis welcome this year.
And if you had to just sum up the Glastonbury experience,
I would say leave your preconceptions at the gate.
B, how do you tell them all apart?
So really good question. They've all got their little bands on their wings, but some are so distinctive. And if you take a look straight through, the squid is actually right in front of us.
It was the only time in your life that you'd felt no judgment. I found that really interesting because you're neither in England, neither in Jamaica, almost in no man's land.
No man's land. Nobody knew of my background.
Rob, Leslie, thank you so much for joining me. You have been reunited. You've already done Snow White once. What's brought you back?
I love Plymouth. I love doing panto here. And then I think I agreed, and then they asked Rob, and I think you said yes, because...
Because my panto heroine, panto wife. I mean, it was the panto gods.
Look at this.
Yeah, what do you think then? Not bad for an office.
It's pretty impressive, isn't it?
Yeah, it is spectacular. So that's the old ferry crossing, but I think the traffic now wouldn't cope.
There'll be a very long queue halfway around Wales.
Yeah, there'll be a queue for the English trying to get into Wales, I think. But...
He managed to encourage me too. After standing on Low Beach for a while, it was time to try it out.
It's icy! Well, after you get over the initial shock of how cold it is actually really enjoyable. And you can understand why people like Tom and Dan love coming in here throughout the winter.